Welcome to video 3 of the 5 pillars of instant internet success. I'm loving all the comments and feedback from you guys. Really know you're digging this stuff. I'm really happy you're enjoying it. If you like the past 2 videos, you're really going to love this video. We're moving on to the final pillar in this series of what is missing? Traffic. Alright? Pillar 5 is traffic. We said in the first video that, everyone talks about traffic. Everyone says they don't know where to get traffic from. They can't get traffic. It's because they haven't got the correct framework. That's what we spoke about in the last 2 videos. Now we're ready to get traffic, okay? Traffic is the one thing people really get stuck on, and it's the one thing that drives your business. Without traffic, you have no business. So it doesn't have to be hard. People try and make it hard. People try and make it complicated. There's so many traffic courses out there. And I know it's on the tip of your tongue right now, right? The very first question thousands of people ask me online is, how do I drive traffic, right? So what's really important before you drive traffic is the other pillars. We've spoken about them, and as soon as you have those pillars in place, the traffic flows. So as soon as you have an offer with an upsell, a back end, and a follow-up sequence, traffic flows, okay? Have an offer, upsells, a back end, and a follow-up sequence, traffic flows. And it doesn't have to be all of them, but it needs to be at least one of them, which is the offer. You need to have something to drive the traffic to, all right? And with more pillars in place, the more traffic you can attract. And I'll explain about that as we move forward, right? Because there's tons of ways to get in traffic. I mean, come on, how many traffic courses are out there? I must have 5 or 6 traffic courses myself, right? I mean, there's social media, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, blogging, article marketing, posts on forums, blogs. You do all offline stuff. We're getting into a lot of offline stuff right now. Paid stuff, pay-per-click, banner advertising, CPA. I mean, it's endless, right? But all of that is a lot of stuff, right? That will just hold you back. And yeah, I do believe you should use multiple forms of traffic, as long as it's profitable for the time that you invest. You don't want to be wasting your time, building a Twitter following, just building every single day in hope that you'll drive traffic one day, right? If you invest in time, you should be seeing some sort of results. If not exactly then, at some time very soon, okay? But if you were to put a gun against my head and make me choose as one way of getting free traffic, and my life depended on getting it fast, then I would recommend joint ventures and affiliates. Like, that's where I would go. If I needed traffic, I would go to my partners and my affiliates. Like, it's instant traffic, right? So the benefits of joint ventures and affiliate traffic is this. It's the best traffic for free. And we'll get into why I believe it's the best traffic. I mean, there's a lot of other traffics, and if you want to get deeper, more advanced stuff, right, it's not the best traffic. I mean, we want to pay for traffic, buy traffic for 50 cents and sell that traffic something for $1. I mean, how many things do we want to buy for 50 cents, right? I mean, endless amounts of traffic, right? We'll just pump, as much 50 cents into as possible, right? But when you're starting out, you don't have that kind of leverage to spend, lots of volumes of cash. So the best thing is free, right? I highly recommend starting a business on a shoestring and then growing as you need, right? And investing. I highly recommend investing in your business, but at the appropriate times in the appropriate areas, not just throwing cash in it, right? So I've literally banked as much as $98,000. Well, in fact, I've banked, that's what I can record on a screenshot. I've made over $100,000 in a 24-hour period a number of times. Several times I've made over $100,000. But I've banked as much as $98,703 in a screenshot that I have in a single day, in an easy capture. I mean, if I want to go to the 100,000s, I have to start going through PayPal, and there's just tons of pages, right? There's no exact screenshot saying you made this, right, on a specific day. But with JVs and affiliates promoting my products, I've made a whole heap more of money. I've made millions from affiliates and JVs. Why can't you? Like, what makes me special? There's nothing special about me or my business. It's just set up correct, right? That's all the difference is I've got something set up correctly. And once it's set up, other people will do all the work for you. And if you do it right, it will run on complete autopilot through the night with a viral nature too. And when I say a viral nature, it means it is just people just see it, and then they join the affiliate program, they promote, they see it, their people see it, they sign up, they promote, and it just really goes viral through the internet. And I've had quite a few programs actually go very viral, unexpected as well. Now, with affiliates, you instantly gain credibility in the marketplace because other people are promoting you, recommending you as a trusted third party. So what happens here is, let's just say Guru A promotes your product. Now, what happens is, if he's a respected person to his list, when he promotes you, you instantly are perceived trusted, right? Because, if there's a lot of crap out there being emailed around. I don't know what lists you're on, but there's a lot of shit out there. I mean, if you really are on good marketers lists, these ethical people that I like to roll with, then when you're on their lists and you see them promote other people, I pay an interest. I'm like, okay, so who's he recommending? Ah, right, he's recommending him. He looks pretty cool. I check out his stuff. And that's how from a joint venture partner, that's how I look at it now, right? But if you're just starting out, you can literally go to Guru A or Guru B or whoever, ask them to promote your product. If they do promote it, you will start to pick up more customers and you'll start to pick up more partners, because then you can use that to your advantage as we move forward. The cool thing is, once you have joint ventures and affiliates, you can piggy bank off their success. Right? You can get their traffic and their list. You can use that to your advantage. All the hard work that they've done, they'll just send an email to their list and start building your business for you, driving new traffic, building you a list and sending new customers. It's just a brilliant way of doing business, and I absolutely love it. I believe anyone can big bank with the right information products and partners to spread the message to a hungry, targeted audience. Pretty simple, right? Very simple sentence there. I'll say it once again. I believe anyone can bank big with the right information products and partners to spread the message to a hungry, targeted audience. Like, guys, that is the business right there, right? So how to get affiliates and joint venture partners? See, I know what it's like when you're just starting out. There's no credibility, no partners, no contacts, no clue, no time, and you're just going in circles, right? You're just buying the traffic courses right now. You're buying the courses how to build a product. You're working out how to build a squeeze page. You're trying to build a mailing list, and you don't know how to do email marketing. You don't know how to write copy, and you need a sales page, and you just start to feel lost. And I was like, now I need product, now I need graphics, now I need it to be made into a piece, and all of that starts to really weigh you down, and you just go in circles. And you know you need partners, and you know you need traffic, but you just never get there because you just don't know how to get there. You go in circles. You're like that dog chasing the tail, right? So that can really change, because I used to be that person, as I'm sure you can tell, right? I know it inside out. But today I can get on the phone with hundreds of super affiliates, many of the top ethical gurus on the internet, and I can ask them to promote my products, promote my programs, and we can bank large, right? We can make a lot of cash, right, very quickly. But as you know, it wasn't always like that for me. So how did I do that? Well, how I believe you should follow my steps. If you're going to become a successful internet entrepreneur, then you should be building relationships out there in the field, right? So in order to get joint venture partners and affiliates to promote you without proof, this is very important to you, without proof that your product makes money, then you need to build relationships. Otherwise, it's all about EPCs, right? Earning per click. So I'll get into EPCs in a minute. Look, nobody is going to promote you if they don't know who you are and they don't know you've got a product. Simple. But if you do have a product and you have people that are in that target market, let's just go back to the marlin fishing in Mexico niche. Let's say I've got an ebook about marlin fishing in Mexico, and I go to another fisherman who's building a mailing list in that niche, in the marlin fishing in Mexico niche. I'm like, hey dude, if you promote this free ebook to your list, all the sales that we generate, we'll go 50-50 on. There's an upsell after people opt in. Here's your affiliate link. Now he might say, nah, not interested, mate. But what happens if I approach that person differently and like, hey, I see, I've seen you in the forums, and basically you post a comment on their blog, and you start building that bit of rapport with them. I see you in the forums, and basically I'm going to go and add you to Facebook now. I hope you've caught some good marlins this year. Looking forward to getting myself out there pretty soon. You see how the approach is there? You start building that rapport. And you can say it could be sneaky, that could be how it's looked at, but look, it's not sneaky, it's a way of business, right? You build rapport and then you do business. And I've always done it that way, where if I approach somebody and say, hey, promote my shit, they're like, sorry, I'm busy, dude. But once I've got that relationship with somebody, I can literally just text them and say, hey, dude, I'm launching next week, are you on board? And they're like, hell yeah, I'm on board. Let's smash this. In fact, I'm going to be affiliate number 1. And then I'll just go to my next affiliate and I'm like, hey, guess what? This dude reckons he's going to knock you off the top spot. Are you going to win? He's like, yeah, I've got a chance. I'm like, okay, cool. And you get me? And I start to build that event in the background. Okay, and that's the kind of stuff that we do. We start to get that event going because now I have leverage. So there's a very, very important word for you there, leverage. If you don't have leverage, you are really struggling. You're on your own, basically. That means you're just on your own. And again, if you're lost going in circles, then, I mean, may the Lord be with you. Now, if you have relationships with potential partners who can drive traffic at will, when you actually launch a product, they can fast track you. So if you don't have a product yet, start building relationships with all these people, because as soon as you do launch that product, they're there ready to support you. Makes sense, right? Makes perfect sense, yeah? And once you build that relationship, you can do business for many years to come. I have literally had affiliates and joint venture partners who I've been friends with for years. Right? We've been friends for years now. And whenever I'm ready to launch a new product, they're on, like, you know, they got my back, right? Same difference. If they're going to launch something, as long as it's good, I got their back, right? And I do make sure that the product has to be great before I promote it. So the cool thing for you is success by association. Let me tell you a quick story. I was in Baltimore, Washington. This was sometime in early 2007. And basically, I was at Michael's same seminar, and there was, you know, hundreds of people at his seminar, and I was at the back of the room, and basically Mike walked over to me, put his arm around my shoulder, and walked me off down the corridor and started speaking to me. And basically all he was saying is, hey dude, we're going for dinner tonight, if you would like to join us, all the speakers going out, and you know, you can join us if you like. I'm like, yeah, that'd be amazing, thanks Mike, you know. Just met the guy a couple of weeks ago, joined his $5,000 coaching program. You know, I was really excited, right? I was just really over the moon to be able to network, you know, with these potential joint venture partners and my mentor and his friends and that. But then when I walked back to the back of the room, all the guys that I was standing around with, they were like, so what time are you speaking on stage right now? I'm like, I'm not speaking on stage, what are you on about? Like, yeah, come on, what time are you speaking? And they actually thought, because that Mike walked up to me and put his arm around me, that they thought I was successful and I was a guru and I was speaking on stage. And they couldn't be further from the truth. I was a wet behind the ears newbie who hadn't a bloody clue, was just getting started. So you can see that when these gurus and people start to promote you, there's the success by association. And that has a massive knock-on effect, because let's just say Guru A promotes for you. You can then go to Guru B and say, hey dude, I got this promotion, it's really well. Guru A promoted it and he did this kind of volume of sales with it. Do you want to promote it? And then you go to Guru C and say, hey dude, A and B have promoted this, you'd be silly not to. Do you get me? And it just becomes easier and has that knock-on effect, right? So what I'm going to say here is just become proactive in this area, because relationships count. So what affiliates and joint ventures really care about? They really care about, when deciding to promote a product, is EPCs, earnings per click, right? How much will they make for every click that they send to your website? So let's just say that they sent 100 people to your website and they made $100, they would get $1 earning per click. For every person who clicked the link, they would get $1. So that's EPC, right? Earning per click. If they got $50 and they sent 100 people, what would they get? 50 cents earning per click, right? So it's a pretty simple math. And if you know your numbers, you can prove that every person they send to you, you'll make X amount. Then they'll decide if they'll promote you or not. And normally, about $1 EPC is what affiliates look for, okay? And it's really good. If you can pay affiliates above $1 EPC, they're happy, right? So let me give you some EPC examples. Let's say you drive 100 people to a $20 offer and 5 people buy the product. That would be a 5% sales conversion, and the earning per click would be $1 EPC. Pretty much like the example we just gave to them, right? We drive 100 people to a $20 offer, 5 people buy the product, that would be a 5% sales conversion, and the EPC would be about $1 EPC. 5 people buy a $20 product equals $100, right? 100 people, $100 equals $1 EPC. Now, what if you had a $97 upsell, which we've been speaking about, and 20% of the people who bought this product also then bought the $97 upsell? Well, your EPC would absolutely double straight away, and it would become $2 EPC, all right? For every 5 people who were to buy your $20 product, you make $100, and then 20% of those 5 people would buy a $97 product, you'd basically be around $200 for 100 people clicking. So that takes it to $2 EPC, right? So if you split this 50-50 with your partners, you'd both make $1 for every person who clicked on your website. So you have so now you're making $2 EPC, you split that 50-50 with your joint venture partners and affiliates, and you both make about $1 EPC for everybody who clicks on your website. Pretty cool to know your numbers like that. Now imagine if you can double your front-end conversions from 5% to 10%, and your upsell conversions from 20% to 40%. Now with these 2 small tweaks, you and your partners, with no extra effort, make double the money, right? So you're now doubling your money with 2 tweaks, right? And that's when it comes down to split testing and that kind of good stuff, right? Now I've literally launched where we've hit like $10 EPC with tens of thousands of visitors a day. So if the EPCs are there and you have a strong relationships with your partners, then the traffic tab is full blast. Yeah, it just goes full blast. As soon as you have EPCs and you have relationships with partners, it goes crazy, because if you're seeing $10 EPC, then your partners start to tell their friends, hey dudes, like I'm promoting AJ stuff and we're smashing it with like making like $5 earn per click profits, and then their partners jump on board and start promoting it. And that's when the traffic really ramps up, right? So that's cool, that's EPCs, but a very important business metric that I look at is customer value. How much is each customer worth to you in the business over a period of days after their initial purchase? Now we can measure this over 30, 60 or 90 days. And let me explain this, right? Let's say 1,000 customers buy a $20 product from you. Now we know a percentage of those customers will take the upsell. We know that, yeah? We don't know a number, but we know a percentage will, right? And some will buy into your back end, our other pillars, right? So 1,000 people, 1,000 customers buy a $20 product. We know some of them are going to buy the upsell, and we know some of them are going to buy into your back end. So also over the course of the following weeks, you can automatically send these customers emails with other related offers. So you'll make more than $20 per customer, right? I mean, if you've got 1,000 customers for $20, as soon as you upsell them, you're making more than $20. As soon as you back end them, you're making more. And over the coming weeks, if you send them emails promoting other stuff related, you're going to make more money. So as you can imagine, this is very important to know. And you can measure what each customer is worth to you over time. So let's just say for this example that every $20 customer is now worth $100 to you from the upsells, back ends, email promotions you send to them, right? So now this becomes a numbers game. Once you know that metric, it becomes a numbers game. You know your customer value, $100 for every $20 customer. So you'd only need 10 $20 customers to make $1,000 a month. You would only need 100 $20 customers to make $10,000 a month. You would only need 1,000 $20 customers to make $100,000 per month. All very possible, by the way. And over the past few months, we've been adding multiple thousands of customers into our funnel, and we're working on increasing EPCs, and we're also increasing customer value. Do you get it? I hope so, because those two numbers there are what counts. So, 100% commissions. We pay our affiliates 100% commissions because we know our numbers. We can pay out 100% commissions on the front-end product, so partners now get higher EPCs. So we're not splitting it 50-50, we're just giving them 100%, so their EPC rises, so they're more inclined to promote as they get paid very well. Can you see where this is going? Then we pay them 50% on all the upsells and the follow-up sales, so they get even more EPCs for each front-end sale, so it really, like, the earn per clicks really rise. We can easily have hundreds of people send thousands of people non-stop because our funnel is now one automated and it converts like clockwork. Make sense? I really hope you're enjoying this stuff, because think where we can take this to, right? We can pay our affiliates, $20, but we can make a lot more on the back end. Now you might say, well, I don't know my EPC, so this is a bit advanced on the app. Well, that's fine, because when you first start out, you won't know your numbers. None of them. You won't know your open rates, your click-through rates. You won't know your opt-in rates. You won't know your sales conversions. You're not going to know anything, right? You're literally not going to know anything, no numbers, because you're just starting out. So what the common person would now say to me is, I have no list, I've got no traffic, I've got no affiliates, I have no proof of results, what can I do, right? You want to start building those relationships like we said before and get that traffic flowing. So basically, where do you find JV partners and affiliates? Well, you can go out and you can find them on Google, forums, blogs, articles, right? I mean, you can literally Google a product in your niche. Let's say the marlin fishing in Mexico niche, right? Or let's just step out of that niche. Let's just say Alex Jeffries. If you typed in my name, Alex Jeffries, on Google, you're literally going to see thousands of affiliates promoting my products, thousands of them. Now, let's then say that, let's just say now that you were a competitor of mine and you had a similar product to me. You could type in Alex Jeffries, you could find all of my affiliates, they're accessible on Google, approach them all, build relationships with them and tell them then about your product, and then you start promoting for you, right? Pretty pretty simple, pretty basic stuff, right? Just go and do it. I mean, you've got to be proactive. That's the key here. So you can get these affiliates on board, like blogs, articles, and I mean, there's affiliates out there everywhere. I mean, there's armies and armies of affiliates, right? They're in abundance, to be fair to you. So you can get affiliates on board, or you can go in it alone. Now, if you want to drive traffic on your own, to learn your metrics first, to learn your EPCs and your customer values, then that's a great idea to start, okay? Get active in your target market community. Go to the forums, get involved. Start driving that traffic. As soon as you start becoming proactive and you're putting a positive presence out there to the world in your target market, people are going to see and people are going to click your links. You drive traffic. Just try it. Do you want to gamble with me? I'm not a gambling man, but I gamble when I know I'm definitely right. I would be willing to gamble. If you're proactive in a target market community, add in a positive vibe out there. Not taking, but giving. And you have a strategic then funnel, like links in your signature lines and so on and so forth, and your blog and stuff, and you're talking about your blog, you will attract that marketplace to come and sniff you out. Guaranteed. Okay? So you want to be out there, you want to be asking questions to get involved with the other experts out there, and educate yourself in that industry. You want to be giving advice on the related topics that you know in the forums and blogs. You want to be putting links to your offers and your signature line. And basically, of every single digital footstep that you take, there wants to be a link to your whatever. Blog, squeeze page, sales page, whatever. You will attract traffic if you are out there helpful. Just be helpful. That's it. Like, change your attitude. If you're not helpful, you take. Go out there and be willing to give and see what happens. People want to then pay back. And that's what I do with my books. I give my books out to thousands of people because I know that they will be read by tens of thousands of people, and a very small percentage will want to give me money back. And that small percentage equals to a lot, A-L-O-T, of money, right? So go out there and be helpful to that target market where your prospects and partners are hanging out. Proactive. It's a great way to get started, but what will happen is you will be limited, right? And this is a real problem here, that you'll be trading time for money. So what I started to do is I focused on leverage, and I spent my time finding affiliates who could send me traffic instead of driving the traffic myself. And I knew we could get 100 times return on time invested if I looked for affiliates to promote me than if I just looked for traffic to look for my sales page. And I was 100% correct. JVs and affiliates can send you endless traffic. Let them do all the work for you, okay? Once you have your pillars in place, converting, the affiliates will drive you an abundance of traffic. So viral traffic. When you start delivering great content to people, things get viral. I'm telling you now, there are at least over 100,000 write-ups about me promoting my sales pages, my websites, with no affiliate link. Just people wanting to spread the message, just because of some impact I've had on their life, they want to spread that message for me. And over time, it's had a massive knock-on effect. Each one doesn't really drive me tons of traffic, but overall, you think about 100,000 articles out there, it really compounds and make a massive difference. And people love to share what they found in their experiences. So, I wrote a book called Guru's Nightmare. And the gurus can't really, take you no more. They can't rip you off because that social media is out there. And I've seen that for a long time. And I've always, always been an ethical marketer and always put myself out there to be helpful. And then it shines on Google, and that just brings so much more business. Like, trust me, that is the business that you want to be in, where other people want to drive you business for no other reason than wanting to drive you business. It is nice. Right? So look at the buzz on my coaching programs. If you just type in Alex Jeffries coaching program, with 28,000 web pages on Google talking about that program. Type in Marketing with Alex, which is the name for my coaching program, my first ever coaching program. 207,000 web pages for that. Right? And look what I just found as I was building these slides from lesblythe.com. Les is a brand new coaching student of mine in my Inner Circle coaching program. And this is what he said here. Wow, what can I say? I've been harping on at the guys over at my affiliate programs advisor site about investing in themselves and taking an online business seriously. Well, I've just taken the plunge and seriously invested in myself. I have joined Alex Jeffries Inner Circle Coaching, a serious investment in myself. And I can see already why he is one of the most recognized and respected marketers online. Oh, also I can see why he has made millions online. I'll keep you posted on this blog. Can you see how that has an effect on my business? Where that drives me business? Hey, let's just look at it by here. Let's just look between the lines. I'm telling you about it, right? I'm making you aware of it, okay? You wouldn't have been aware of it if I didn't show you. Think about that. Think about then all of the other people that are exposed to things like this over the internet. That there, my friends, is just a business of abundance where you can just literally say, I'm just going to be helpful and know it's going to come back. Help enough people get what they want and you'll get what you want. Zig Ziglar, yeah? I mean, it's just the law of the universe. And if you are there trying to take, and this is the problem, guys. People try to take. They want to try and get money. And what happens is everyone tries to make money because they can only measure success by money. Like if you make money on the internet, you're successful. But they forget that before you can make money and take, you need to actually set up and give and deliver, right? It's just back to front, but that's what most of the people out there teach. Just make money instantly without doing anything. It's a myth. I wrote the book in 2009, Guru's Dream, right? It's baloney. Set something up, set a 5-pillar up. Your offer, a follow-up sequence, an upsell, a back end, drive traffic to it once you know your numbers, and holy schmoly, guys, girls, you really can have a very successful life, a very successful online business, and who knows what will happen in the future. Maybe we'll JV and make a lot of money together. And that's it, guys. It is as simple as that. I hope you've enjoyed this video series, and I really do hope you just take action, apply this, go out there, help people, and actually see what's going to come in return. The business has been built upon those pillars. Very, very powerful. So I hope you've enjoyed that. But you didn't think I would leave you like that, did you? So there's one more video. I'm going to drop you with one more video. And the fourth and final video, I'm going to show you how all of this ties together. We've spoken about a lot of stuff. We've basically put you here, there, and everywhere. I've stirred up some emotion. Brought you high, dropped you low. You do not want to miss this final video. This is the #1 secret that eradicates information overload forever. If you've watched these past videos without watching the next video, without taking action on what's up in it, 95% of you will not succeed. And it says there, I don't mean to be blunt, but really I do. Without what I speak about in the next video, the 5 pillars will collapse. Right? It's a very time sensitive message I'm sharing with you tomorrow. If you don't watch it and take action upon what it says, time will go by and you will miss out on the 5 pillars. So I'd love to know what you think of this video series so far. Leave your comments below, tell me what you think, send in your emails. I love all of the comments and feedback, guys. So that said, it's Alex Jeffrey signing out. Ciao for now, and peace and love.